Bonny should be declared, should be put as a special status in this country. The Lagos state government has applied for special status symbol. Why? Because their IGR is up there. Bonny is doing more than that. The trillions that has come into this country in dollars, hundreds of trillions since 1956, passed through Bonny. And Bonny has nothing to show for that. Let truth be told. For that impact on Bonny, Bonny should have at least some percent.
And it is written in the good book that how possible are the right words. And today we'll be talking about some right things that need to be done. We have on set today with us an educationist and a public analyst, Mr. Tonye Dokia. He's going to do justice to some topics that are vital to the nation and Bonny in particular. Remember, this is Think Tank TV and my name is Moses Waribo. Thank you so much for joining us, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Moses.
Thank you.
I feel privileged to be on your program.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. All right, so we want to go straight into the development that is happening in our nation, but we're going to be using Bonny as a case study. We have series of multi-billion projects rather. We have the 27 ongoing. We have the Bonny Border Road. We have these projects that would obviously bring about development. Do you think Bonny as an island is ready for this development? Do you think we have all it takes for this development that will be coming into the island?
For now, Bonny, if you talk about wealth, Bonny has the wealth to sustain whatever development is coming here. But the willpower of those managing it has not been equitably done. Because from what I have seen, Bonny indigenes or the people of Bonny have been highly shortchanged since 1956, where oil was discovered in Oloibri and exported from Bonny. Bonny is the export terminal for trillions of dollars that have accrued to the activities of oil and the sale points at the sale point, which is Bonny. So we have a lot of things for Bonny, but let truth be told, Bonny has been terribly shortchanged.
Wow, Bonny has been terribly shortchanged. All right, so can we look at the word terribly shortchanged, like you said? How have they been terribly? Because a lot of people will be like, it's just a transit point. It's just a place where majority of the oil passes through. Why do you want to claim so much? Why do you want to act like all the oil that is passing through here belongs to you? How have they been shortchanged? What is supposed to be done? How should Bonny people be better positioned, in your own words?
There's no activity one takes that does not impact on the environment. Bonny, when I was younger, I did IT in Shell Petroleum Development Company. During our orientation, the white man told us that no Bonny, no Nigeria. And we asked him, what do you mean by that? He said, without Bonny terminal, there's no sale of oil. So that activity alone, nobody can deny that it has not impacted on the environment of Bonny. How much has Bonny gained from that impact or compensated from that? How much have they? From what I have seen, nobody told me. As an educationist, I went through all the schools, most of the schools in Bonny. In short, I am running some consultancy in some of the schools. I am weeping, especially for the government schools. No libraries, nothing. It's just verbal communication to children.
Wow.
Meanwhile, children learn from the auditory sense, visual sense, tactile sense, and all that. And teachers are just spilling words to them. Nothing. Bonny should be declared, should be put as a special status in this country. The Lagos state government has applied for special status symbol. Why? Because their IGR is up there. Bonny is doing more than that. The trillions that has come into this country in dollars, hundreds of trillions since 1956, passed through Bonny. And Bonny has nothing to show for that. Let truth be told. For that impact on Bonny, Bonny should have at least some percentage from that activity happening here, so that infrastructures can be rightly positioned for the children and the generations of children that are coming. It can't happen anywhere in this world what is happening to Bonny. Bonny is supposed to be rightly positioned. I will advocate that Bonny be given a special status, even as Lagos has been applying. If nobody has spoken about that, I use this platform to advocate that Bonny should have a special status, because rightly spoken to us as in Shell by Vanda Win, that is his name. He told us in that orientation, no Bonny, no Nigeria.
Wow, remarkable. Okay, so I heard from a wise man some time ago that was saying that if I want to predict your future, I'll go with you to your house.
Yeah.
If I get to your house, the first place I would go to is your library. If I see your library, I can predict where you'll be in the next few years.
Yeah.
So that automatically got to my mind the moment you talked about our dilapidated libraries that are not properly equipped. So the need for us to give attention to equipping our libraries cannot be emphasized. Otherwise, obviously, we're going to be heading for the rocks.
Yeah.
And there's no way to mince words in trying to say that when you do not equip the libraries of our schools, our children will be headed for the rocks.
Yeah.
But let's talk about the special status you talked about. What is it about the special status? How can we say that Bonny is qualified to become a special status? And what are the benefits that Bonny should be getting if they are declared to be a special status community?
The special status declaration is just putting the right peg in the right hole.
Okay.
Bonny has done so much. Without this selling point, it is difficult for those to have that type of money coming here. Bonny was strategically chosen as a selling point for our crude, which is the highest product in our economic basket. That is the highest product that attracts dollars into our country and our economy. Therefore, for that singular act, just as the Lagos state government said, for the singular act that they produced one of the highest IGR in the country, to the extent that their IGR is higher than some budgets of some West African countries. I accept that. They need that status. But Bonny attracts all the money we use to run the whole budget of a whole country, including Lagos State. And the Bonny people don't have anything for that. For goodness sake, they deserve, first of all, that status, that will attract to them a percentage of what is passing through this country, what is passing through as crude oil sales. And then Bonny should also have a percentage of that volume of dollars coming into this country to it, for being strategically positioned as the selling point for this country.
Wow. So you've emphasized on the crude oil. Let's talk. Yes. Can we delve a little towards the area of the gas? Why are we not putting so much attention in the gas? Like, it looks as though it's about crude. Lately that we began to understand about the gas. Can you talk a little about the gas that Nigeria has?
Why I'm talking about the gas is because the Nigerian government saw it cheaper to explore oil more than gas.
Okay.
That's what Mr. Vanda Win told us during the orientation, that it is more expensive to explore gas than oil. So the Nigerian government started doing that.
It tilted towards
because water always flow with at the lowest resistance. Yeah. Water flows against it. So naturally, Nigerian government did that. And even at that, our own counterpart funding is always at fault. So the foreign companies who come to invest here are always crying that our own counterpart funding concerning the exploration is low. Imagine if we go to the gas, which is more expensive than that. But thank God, the climate change has moved everybody to gas.
Okay.
Because the Americans and the Europeans have already put a date where fossil fuel vehicles will not be allowed in their country. As I was speaking today, Norway has 100% electric cars running in their country.
Wow.
And very soon, it will be all gas for powering the cars and electricity. Now, the gas is sold in the futures market just as the oil. So we have already started earning money for gas. And most times it's 22 years agreement that comes in. So for the gas, it is also sold through here, through the train 1, train 2, train 3, and train up to train 7. This is giving some impact on the Bonny society again. So Bonny is being given a social status. It's not, you're not doing Bonny a service. You are giving them what rightfully belongs to them.
Wow.
Because you're impacting, you're digging their ground, you're doing everything. This is an island. So the land is limited. It cannot expand except maybe through technology. But for now, it's limited. And you have taken a lot of their land for all this. Yes, they are paying them something. They seem to be paying them. But that special status that will accrue to them, a percentage for what we are doing here is supposed to be paid to them.
Okay, so before we come to a close to this section, let's just talk about the benefits of the special status. Is it going to affect our education?
Wow.
What areas of our economy is going to affect if it's given a special status state?
Dubai will be a joke if that special status is given to Bonny.
Wow.
Dubai will be like a boy's quarter to Bonny. That's what I would say.
Wow. So here's a call for our people to look at pursuing for the special status for Bonny Island, right?
Yeah.
And we're going to bring it to a close because we are time bound on the program today. Thank you so much for joining us, Mr. Tonye. And viewers, you've heard it. I believe by proxy or directly, this message should be able to get to those who are in positions of leadership to ensure that this is pursued, to ensure also that this gets to the people of Bonny for the benefit of Bonny Island. Thank you so much for joining us. Do well to hit the subscribe button. Do well to give us a thumbs up. Do us a comment. Tell us how we can be of service to you. And we're going to be here to serve you. My name is Moses Variable, and my guest is Mr. Tonye. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.